my background's the automotive industry, and jumped out of the automotive industry in a sense back in 2000, and been working on this since with just the idea of very rugged, very simple, easy to maintain transportation for the very last mile in places like Africa and beyond. So we do two things. We provide off-road vehicles to NGOs. Those are usually humanitarian or mission organizations. And then we help launch BUV-based businesses. Now those could be partner factories where they're actually building the BUV, or it could be just a small owner-operator, vehicle transport business or a taxi or what have you. We partner with entrepreneurs and NGOs to do this, and in fact it's often the NGOs that identify a trusted business partner to deal with on the factory partner side. We provide the vehicle design and the manufacturing process. We've got about 200 videos on how to put it together in addition to a manual. But we found, the videos is a lot of times the manual you got to deal with translation, and a lot of people don't deal with manuals well. So the video, we're hoping that works out well. We've just started using that. And then we try to help identify investors as well for our partners. Our vision is basic vehicles change lives, and the emphasis is on change lives. We seek community transformation, and the vehicle is just a vehicle to help achieve that. And granted, we're just one small piece, but we aim to tackle the rural transportation piece of what all needs to be done. And today's reality in the developing world, all of you know this, as far as villages with no medical help, farmers can't get to market, children can't get to school, and mothers walking miles with water everywhere. And in fact, this little chart kind of shows, this is in Tanzania, but women carry the load of rural transport in the developing world, and most of it is water and fuel, or going to the marketplace. One solution is the basic utility vehicle. We say BUV, that's just kind of a play on SUV, but it's a multifunctional vehicle with a heavy payload. We actually use a truck axle for the rear end where the vehicles, where the load is carried. It's not fast, but it's very high torque. And the key thing is it's easy to assemble, and the idea of it being made in the various countries, low maintenance, low cost. That's also key. They need to be able to service it, especially if they're out in the bush 20 miles from walk from any other help. But it's a vehicle to help the poor. It can help meet physical needs, provide freedom and hope, and facilitate gainful employment. Just a quick recap of last year. We're now in 19 countries. We have 40 customers, 3 factory partner agreements, and we just got those videos done. And we've really spent a lot of time with freight, just because freight is such a hassle. And that's another reason why we want factories in country is, first of all, that's local jobs and all that, but freight is a major headache to deal with. As far as partnerships, we have first our factory partners, which are generally small business people in these countries, but then there's also factory partners stateside, and like a contract manufacturer. One of the things that we're exploring with the manufacturer stateside is basically we get requests for vehicles fairly often for use on farms and camps in the States. And so why couldn't this manufacturer that does some contract manufacturing for us make a kit that basically the farmer can put together? And there's some liability issues and stuff there that we're exploring, but the idea is that subsidize what we're trying to do overseas. And so I'm really hoping that works out. That will give us a little bit more market-based revenue.